Imagine a country where ancient pagodas stand next to futuristic skyscrapers, where thousands of motorbikes flood the streets, and where every corner hides something unexpected. Welcome to Vietnam, one of the most fascinating places on Earth. In this video, you'll discover 22 incredible facts about Vietnam, from underground cities built during the war to the world's most expensive coffee. We'll visit streets where trains pass just inches from houses, explore markets selling exotic dishes, and even uncover the legend of a mystical sword hidden at the bottom of a lake for centuries. Get ready. You're about to embark on an unforgettable journey through a land where ancient legends come to life, and nature stuns with its beauty. Sit back and enjoy. Let's begin. The world's largest cave, Son Dung. Son Dung Cave is not just a large cave, it's an underground world discovered only in 1991. Inside, there are rivers, lakes, giant stalactites as tall as a 40-story building, and even its own climate. Scientists have found plants here that exist nowhere else in the world. In some places, the cave's ceiling is so high that a skyscraper could fit inside. Because of its vast size and remote location, only a limited number of tourists are allowed to visit each year. The expedition takes 4 days and costs several $1,000s. Vietnam is the world's second-largest coffee producer. When people think of coffee, they usually think of Brazil, but Vietnam is actually the second-largest coffee producer in the world. The main variety grown here is Robusta, which is stronger and more bitter than Arabica. The Vietnamese love experimenting with coffee, and they have created unique recipes such as egg coffee, Xie Phi Trung, where egg yolks are whipped with condensed milk to create a custard-like flavor. Other favorites include coconut coffee, served with ice and coconut milk, and salted coffee, a specialty from Hue, made with cream and a pinch of sea salt. Motorbikes rule the roads. Vietnam has over 80 motorbikes per 100 people, making it one of the most motorcycle-dependent countries in the world. It's common to see entire families, parents, children, and even pets, riding together on one bike. People also transport huge loads, from refrigerators and sofas to live chickens and even pigs. In cities like Ho Chi Minh City, traffic flows in all directions at once, making crossing the street a real challenge for tourists. The longest glass bridge in the world. In Son La Province, Vietnam built Bac Long, the world's longest glass bridge, in 2022. It stretches 632 meters, 2,073 feet, over a deep valley, offering breathtaking views of the jungle and mountains. The bridge is made of ultra-strong glass that can hold hundreds of people at once. But despite its strength, many visitors hesitate to cross because of the illusion of walking in midair. Street food is a must-try experience. Vietnam is one of the best countries for street food lovers. Almost every street corner has vendors selling hot bowls of pio, crispy banh mi sandwiches, sizzling ban xeo pancakes, and fresh goi quan spring rolls. In the evenings, the streets fill with the aroma of barbecue, especially nam nuong, grilled pork sausages served with rice paper, fresh herbs, and dipping sauce. Ha Long Bay, a natural wonder of the world. Ha Long Bay consists of over 1,600 islands and is one of Vietnam's most beautiful destinations. According to legend, the islands were created when dragons descended from the sky, spitting out giant rocks to protect the land from invaders. Today, Ha Long Bay is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most popular tourist attractions in Asia. Vietnamese is one of the hardest languages to learn. Although Vietnamese uses the Latin alphabet, the language itself is incredibly difficult. It is a tonal language, meaning that a single word can have multiple meanings depending on how it's pronounced. For example, the word May can mean May, mother May, Reese sprout May, ghost May, but this makes learning Vietnamese especially challenging for foreigners. The ancient town of Hoi An feels like a time machine. Hoi An is a unique town that has been preserved since the 16th century. Its narrow streets, old Chinese temples, Japanese wooden bridges, and European-style merchant houses create an unforgettable atmosphere. In the evening, thousands of colorful lanterns light up the town, turning it into a magical place. Visitors can even release floating lanterns onto the river and make a wish. Fish sauce, the secret ingredient of Vietnamese cuisine. Fermented fish sauce, nuoc mam, is the foundation of nearly all Vietnamese dishes. It has a strong smell but gives food a rich, umami taste. In some villages, fish sauce is aged in wooden barrels for 2 to 3 years to achieve the perfect flavor. Hanoi's Train Street. A train passes through a residential street. In central Hanoi, there's a famous train street, where a train passes just inches away from people's homes. Residents quickly remove their belongings from the tracks before the train arrives, and once it leaves, the street transforms back into a lively market and cafe area. Tet, Vietnamese Lunar New Year, is the biggest holiday. Tet is Vietnam's most important holiday, celebrated in January or February according to the lunar calendar. People decorate their homes with peach blossoms and mandarin trees, prepare special foods, and set off fireworks. Children receive red envelopes with money, li exi, symbolizing good luck and prosperity. Vietnam is the land of 1,000 festivals. Throughout the year, Vietnam hosts countless festivals celebrating spirits, ancestors, and natural events. One of the most famous is the Hoi An Lantern Festival, when the sky and rivers are filled with glowing lanterns. The floating markets of the Mekong Delta Vietnam is famous for its floating markets, where vendors sell goods directly from boats. To advertise what they're selling, they hang sample products, like pineapples or watermelons, on long poles. The Vietnamese dong, a currency with huge numbers. When you visit Vietnam, you'll notice that prices are measured in thousands and millions. One reason is that the Vietnamese dong is a low-value currency. For example, 1 USD equals 24,000 Vietnamese dong. That's why banknotes often show numbers like 100,000, 200,000, or 500,000. Cu Chi Tunnels, a hidden underground city. During the Vietnam War, Viet Cong guerrillas built over 200 kilometers, 124 miles, of underground tunnels. These tunnels had bedrooms, kitchens, storage rooms, and even hospitals. Today, tourists can crawl through some sections to experience what life was like for the soldiers. The legend of the sword and the turtle of Hoan Kim Lake. Hoan Kim Lake in Hanoi is linked to an old legend. In the 15th century, Vietnamese leader Le Loi received a magic sword from a dragon to fight Chinese invaders. After winning the war, a giant turtle appeared in the lake and took the sword back into the water. It is believed that the sword still lies beneath the lake today. The tallest Buddha statue in Vietnam. In Da Nang, a 67-meter-tall, 220 feet statue of Lady Buddha stands on a hill, facing the sea. She is believed to protect fishermen, and her massive figure can be seen from 10 kilometers, 6 miles away. Weasel coffee, the most expensive coffee in the world? Vietnam produces Kopi Luwak, one of the most expensive coffees in the world. The beans are eaten and digested by civet cats, which enhances their flavor. A kilogram can cost up to $1,000. Football is Vietnam's national obsession. Football, soccer, is more than just a sport in Vietnam. It's a national passion. Whenever the Vietnamese team wins an important match, thousands of fans flood the streets waving flags, honking horns, and cheering. The celebrations often last all night, turning cities into massive street parties. Even when Vietnam isn't playing, the country follows international tournaments like the World Cup with huge enthusiasm. Some Vietnamese streets have strange names. In cities like Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City, streets are often named after historical figures, but some names can be quite unusual. There are streets named Fish Sauce Street, Grilled Meat Street, and Happiness Street. Many of these names date back to ancient times when the streets were known for selling specific goods. The Vietnamese believe in spirits and ancestors. Vietnamese families keep household altars to honor their ancestors. These altars usually have photos, incense, food offerings, and even cups of tea or rice wine. It's believed that ancestors watch over the family, and if they are properly respected, they bring good fortune. There are even special days when families prepare feasts for the spirits, inviting them to eat by placing food on the altar before the living family enjoys the meal. Vietnam is one of the world's largest rice producers. Rice isn't just food in Vietnam, it's a way of life. The country is one of the top 3 rice exporters in the world, alongside Thailand and India. Rice fields cover vast areas of Vietnam, from the Mekong Delta to the terraced fields of Sapa in the north. In some regions, rice is harvested 3 times a year, ensuring a steady food supply. Every year, Vietnam also celebrates a rice harvest festival, where farmers give thanks for a good crop. Vietnam is not just a country. It's a whole world full of mysteries, vibrant colors, and unexpected discoveries. From ancient legends to modern megacities, from mystical caves to bustling markets, there's something here that will stay with you forever. But this is just a small part of what makes Vietnam so incredible. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments which facts surprised you the most. Or maybe you've been to Vietnam yourself. Share your experience. Thanks for watching until the end. There are many more amazing videos coming, so stay tuned. See you next time.